Hey yo everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video, and today we're going to be doing Flashpoint Issue number 4. Take a look at this comic cover right here. Now, it feels like it's been forever since issue number 3. I know it hasn't, but it has felt like forever. So, might as well give you guys a quick recap for those of you that don't quite remember what went on. Basically, in issue number 3, Flash convinces Batman that they need to get more superheroes to help them out. Eventually, Cyborg tags along with them, and the three of them find Superman in a government secret hideout experimental laboratory thingamajiggy. They free Superman, who at this point is a stick figure because he's never seen the sun, and he buggers off, flies away, leaving Flash, Batman, and Cyborg to deal with various different soldiers that just ambushed them. And issue 4 picks up pretty much where issue 3 left off. Flash, Batman, and Cyborg have to deal with these soldiers, which they pretty much quickly dispose of. And they continue their pursuit to find superheroes that will help them out. However, not everything's going their way. Not like anything was going their way to begin with. But Flash's memories continuously getting overlapped with his new memories from this new Flashpoint universe. So he's starting to get the old universe, starting to forget who he was. And they're worried about this, so they bring Flash to Shazam, or the Shazam family, quite literally a whole family of kids that turn into Captain Marvel, and they try to use his ability, his electric ability, to help out Barry. While this is going on, Aquaman and Wonder Woman are decided that, hey, today's the day when we'll finally kill each other. You know, today's the day when the World War is actually going to go to its climax, and it's just going to be a big showdown between the two of us. All this was kind of building up into their side series, Wonder Woman the Furies and Emperor Aquaman. So the two of them are having their climactic battle, and while they're trying to help out Barry Allen, they watch the news and find out about this. After some inspirational words from Barry, he says, as much as I want to bring my universe back and my world back, I can't just let people die. And if Aquaman and Wonder Woman destroy this world, then there'll be no world to be brought back. There'll be no me to help bring it back. There'll be no one to stop Reverse Flash from undoing these changes, from making the world what it should be. So Barry convinces everyone, along with several other superheroes, to go to Themyscira or New Themyscira or London, whatever you want to call it, and stop Aquaman and Wonder Woman and possibly convince them to help them out. Whether or not this works, well, you're going to have to just read for yourself. However, someone shows up at the end, someone that you might find predictable. Some of you, well, you probably will find predictable. But someone shows up at the end. And some shockers also happen. Some people don't necessarily make it out of this book in one piece. So let's get into the good, the bad, and whether or not you should get it. Good. Well, the art is continuously good. There's only a few panels when I kind of go like this, and the art kind of feels out of place, but for the most part, the art is good. And there's some real good character stuff here, especially with the Marvel family. I really like the concept they used for the Flashpoint Captain Marvel, and I like how the family interacts with each other and intertwine with each other, which makes me really wish, and a lot of other people really wish, that they would continue kind of a side universe, a Flashpoint universe. Just have a few titles in it, like Flashpoint Batman, Flashpoint Superman, Flashpoint Captain Marvel, Aquaman and Wonder Woman, something, you know, like a side universe, so we can continue experiencing these characters. Not going to happen, because, well, they have to focus on the relaunch, and it's not going to happen. But it would be nice to see that happen, because the interactions between this Marvel family was really good. The interactions between Barry and everyone was pretty good. I liked how Batman was portrayed here. Thomas Wayne is really starting to grow on me as an alternate universe Batman. And Cyborg's just acting all badass as usual. He's just, you know, he's getting all this information in his head. He can hack stuff without even doing anything but think about it. He could be in a fight with Wonder Woman and be hacking a computer and not be distracted at all. Pretty badass. The fight scenes are really good here, and Jeff Johns' real talent, build up, really starts to take fold here. We really start to get that tension, that build up, that suspense starting and really raveling in our heads, and, well, it's what Jeff Johns does very well. Hopefully, he doesn't fall into his downfall, which is great build-up, not so good delivery. But we won't know that until issue number 5. Bad. Well, issue number 4 is bad. It's the same I said for issue number 3 and issue number 2, in that it feels as though we're only halfway through the story. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe like 2/3. But we have one issue left. Now, though this issue ends off on a note where we can lead into some kind of finale, it still feels kind of rushed. This whole Wonder Woman Aquaman thing, it should have happened earlier. I would actually like this to be a 6-issue series. It probably would give it enough time to actually really feel like a full, complete story. And I know Flashpoint isn't for the sake of Flashpoint itself as a story, but more or less just as a means to transition to the new DC 52. But I'm a comic book reader. I want to see the story told well. And nothing against Jeff Johns, but this hasn't been his best work. Hasn't been bad. I have been enjoying Flashpoint's universe a lot. But most of my enjoyment has been coming from these side titles. Batman, Night of Vengeance, Emperor Aquaman, Wonder Woman the Furies. And I know a lot of people that have been enjoying a lot of the other titles, like Dick Grayson with Dead Man, or the Green Lantern title, or the Citizen Cold, so on and so forth. Again, it's not that Flashpoint is bad, but its biggest fault is that it's just too short. One more issue would have made it into a much better series. 7 issues might have been too much. I think 6 issues would be the perfect amount for this. But, again, I can't really judge on how well the pacing is until we actually read the final issue. For all we know, the final issue could perfectly pull it all together. For all we know. So maybe I'm jumping to conclusions a bit. I hate jumping to conclusions. I like to walk to conclusions, maybe mosey a bit, but jumping, that's a little too much for me. So I will hold out my opinion of the series on a whole when I review Flashpoint as a series on a whole, for all you out there that are going to be collecting it in trade. But on a whole, it just feels as though the pacing is at some points too slow and at some points too rushed. So pacing could be something a little bit better. Something, on a side note, not good or bad, something that's kind of, I find interesting, Flash's memories are kind of disappearing and then getting overlapped with the new memories. You know, an interesting theory that I was talking to someone about is that with this relaunch, everyone looks different, the universe is different. What if the universe is a representation of what Barry Allen's memories are of the original DC universe? For example, Clark is not married to Lois because, well, he wasn't married to Lois when Barry was around. Or Hal Jordan is still the greatest Green Lantern of all. He didn't have to deal with Parallax. Maybe Cyborg's interactions with Barry right now is affecting him being a founding member. I mean, it's just something to think about. I doubt it's going to be actually the case, but it does point in that direction. Just saying, food for thought. What do you guys think? Do you think Barry's loss of memories are going to be what affects the new DC universe? Or do you think it's something else? I'd like to hear your opinion. But on a whole, whether or not you should get this. Well, issue 4 is actually pretty good. It is really good, actually. It is better than issue 3, and it's better than issue 2, and I dare say it's better than issue 1. Probably because with issue 1, 2, and 3, I've been waiting for something. We finally get it here, and it's good. There's action, there's suspense, there's character development, there's good writing. We're just going to have to see if it continues on to issue 5. Probably pound for pound the best issue of the series, but that's not saying much so far. So again, we'll just have to wait and see. But on a whole, I did enjoy this, and I do recommend picking it up. So with that said, this is Andrew saying, peace out for now.